Ashburn, Virginia, Brambleton, Virginia. I'm here with mortgage expert Leslie Wish from SunTrust Mortgage, and today we're going to talk about move-up buyers. So, Leslie, I get all kinds of clients, and as a matter of fact, I had one last week come up to me and say, hey, you know, I have this place, now's a great time to buy, I realize that, I want to rent this place out and get another place. What do you tell people who want to do that? Hey, I just want to rent this out, buy another place, do you think I'll qualify? What will I qualify for?
Sure, that's a good question, Joe. That is entirely possible. If you own your home and you want to move to a different home and you either don't want to sell your home at the current time, then you would need to talk with a lender, and we would look to see if you could qualify carrying both your current home payment and a new home payment. And if you can qualify carrying both of those payments, then we would go ahead and approve the loan for that, and you could lease out your property. If you wanted to count rental income as part of that to help you qualify in case you couldn't qualify on your own carrying both properties, then you would need to have at least 25 to 30% equity in your home. And then the lender would allow you to count part of the lease income that you would be receiving towards offsetting your current mortgage payment.
Okay, so you'd either need to qualify for both or potentially have 25% equity in your home.
Correct.
How come 25% equity?
Well, it's 25 to 30% equity depending on whether you're doing a government, VA, or FHA loan or a conventional loan. And the reason for that is, Joe, is that in the past, when the mortgage industry started going through the crisis it was going through, there were a lot of people who saw home prices in their neighborhoods drop significantly. And they realized they were underwater, and they saw a house in their neighborhood.
Lots of people.
Yes. And they saw another house in their neighborhood that they could get for a lot less. And so what they would do is tell the lender, hey, I'm going to lease out my current home. And they'd go down the street and buy that property for $100,000 less.
Sure.
And then they would let their current home, the house that they said they were going to lease, go into foreclosure. And so lenders got smart to that and decided, no, the likelihood of somebody with equity in their home walking away and letting that home go into foreclosure is not great. So now they require you to go through a few extra steps.
Okay. And what about also going back to the landlord? I guess, and we've talked about this in the past, I guess what I've been told or what I was to understand is if you do rent a place out, you need some sort of rental history or landlord history to be able to have some of that rental income help you qualify for a larger loan.
And that's a little tricky. That's tricky in order to want to be able to include that income. It could potentially be done.
Sure.
If you had somebody living in your home with you, a year prior or so, and you documented receipt of that income along with putting it on your tax return, so the lender could see that it really was legitimate.
So put it on your tax returns.
And that you were reporting it to the IRS. Then we would have to dig a little deeper, but certainly could potentially use some of that to help offset your current payment. If if you had the 20 to 30% equity in the property, that would kind of be considered your lease right there.
Okay, I got you. Well, awesome. Thanks. I appreciate you coming out today. Thanks for your help. Appreciate it.
Jeff.
Thanks.